हेलो एवरीवन। तो आज हम देखेंगे कि AWS के अंदर मैसेजिंग एंड कम्युनिकेशन के क्या क्या फीचर्स अवेलेबल हैं। जब हम मैसेजिंग की बात करते हैं तो व्हाट इज़ मैसेजिंग इन माइक्रो सर्विस आर्किटेक्चर। जब हमारे पास मल्टीपल माइक्रो सर्विस होती हैं, फॉर एग्जांपल वी हैव माइक्रो सर्विस 1, वी हैव माइक्रो सर्विस 2, वी हैव माइक्रो सर्विस 3, and there is a sharing of data across the microservices. So microservice 1 से microservice 3 में कुछ डेटा जाएगा and 2 में कुछ डेटा जाएगा, then इसके आगे किसी further microservice को डेटा जाएगा. तो when microservices are sharing the data across the system, तो ये जो sharing of the data है इसको हमें रियल टाइम स्ट्रीमिंग के लिए कह लो या फिर एक पब सब मॉडल फॉलो करने के लिए कह लो, we need messaging queues. So there are a lot of options available for messaging queue. For example, AMQ, Kafka. The same way in AWS we have SQS and SNS. And for emails, fully managed services by AWS, we have SES also. So these are the three services for messaging in AWS which can be used across the microservices. आज हम देखने वाले हैं कि हाउ वी कैन राइट अ लैम्डा. So when we talk about a lambda in AWS, lambda is nothing but it is a function. It is a function, it is a serverless function which is fully managed by AWS, and we can use it in certain situations to keep it very light and fast. तो जब भी हमारा कोई ऐसा यूज केस होगा जहाँ पे we know that we don't have to hold a lot of data and we have to just pass the data, or we have to trigger the lambda and just we have to perform some operation and we have to just pass the data, then we can use lambda. It is very cost effective and fast. So let's see how to write a lambda in editor in IDE, how to deploy it in AWS, and then how can actually make use of SNS and SES. So today we are going to use SES and SNS programmatically. SQS we will see later, because SQS itself is a big use case. So we need to spend a thorough time on SQS to understand how it works in a microservice architecture. So let's look at the code. My code is already ready. I don't want to spend too much of time on coding ऑनलाइन. बहुत ही सिंपल है. इसके अंदर एक pom.xml है जिसके अंदर सिर्फ ये 3 डिपेंडेंसीज वी नीड: लैम्डा की, जावा इवेंट्स एंड जावा कोर, एंड SES फॉर द SES client. Then we have email sender lambda. This is a main request handler class which is implementing request handler and overriding this method. And यहाँ पे हम सिर्फ एक सिंपल रिक्वेस्ट क्रिएट कर रहे हैं जिसमें हमने सेंडर ईमेल पास करी है, हमारा रेसिपिएंट क्या है, हमारा मैसेज क्या है. सो बेसिकली हम ईमेल का बॉडी, रेसिपिएंट एंड ऑल दोज थिंग्स वी आर फॉर्मिंग हियर. वो मैसेज फॉर्म करके हमने ईमेल सेंड मेथड में पास कर दिया है और SES क्लाइंट को पास कर दिया है. यहाँ जब आप एडिटर से कोई भी AWS का कमांड रन करोगे तो आपके पास AWS installed होना चाहिए. You can install AWS CLI over here, and then you can AWS configure your AWS account here. After that, you have to just pass the command, like I'm passing this command. This is the update function command. So you can see here, this is update function command. But if you are creating it first time, this will be create function. So I will give these commands how to deploy lambda from CLI in my GitHub URL. So once you deploy it, so this is a standard signature of deploying the AWS. So I just ran the update command. There is no change as such. I just ran to show you how it looks like when you deploy from CLI. So now it is deployed. You have to make sure you have all the correct roles. So when you go to the lambda, so this is email sender is my Lambda I've created. So Lambda we can have in our support is supported by many ways. Like there is Java compatible, it is Python compatible, and it is Node.js compatible as well. So for Java, the editor is not compatible. Like it's not compatible for Java editor. So we can't see the code here. But yeah, whenever we want to make any changes, we can do in the editor and we can push it from here. So if I go to test, let's test this Lambda after deployment. You have to make sure that you have all the correct permissions. So go to the configuration tab, go to the permission tab. Here make sure you have all the permissions, and in the general configuration you have to go to edit. You have to increase this timeout, because if you keep it 0, sometimes it gives error. So now we are ready with this. So another thing, when we are creating SES client, you see here I have passed this sender email. So we have to make sure this email which we are passing from here, this is already verified by the SES. So if you go to SES, we have to go to identities, and we have to define here all the email addresses, identities which we want to use in our Lambda. So I'm using this email. So if you create any email first time, you can pass it email address, you can pass here email ID, and then you can create identity. So when you do this, you will get a verification mail on your inbox asking for, okay, verify your email and all. So you can verify your email. So now once you get created, I'm not going to create a new one now, but that's how you will create a new identity. तो जब आपका आइडेंटिटी यहाँ पे क्रिएट हो गया है, इसके बाद आपको अकाउंट डैशबोर्ड में जाके वी कैन सी कि हमारे कितने ईमेल्स वहां से जाते हैं. तो यू कैन सी कि यहाँ पे वी हैव अ लिमिट ऑफ 200 पर डे. तो पर डे बाय डिफॉल्ट पर डे वी कैन सेंड 200 ईमेल्स. सो 20 ईमेल्स आई हैव ऑलरेडी यूज. तो मेरे पास 180 ईमेल अभी भी सेंड करने की गुंजाइश है. Plus you can see maximum send rate 1 email per second. So this is the default configuration. We can definitely change this configuration, but obviously costing will affect. So this is just a demo, so I'm just telling you all the options which are configurable at your end. So one thing. Second thing, I also used SNS. So when you go to SNS, you can see here we have subscriptions here. So you can subscribe your email or your mobile number here. So I have created this email topic. So I just created this topic and I subscribed here my email. So you can have a different topic in which you can subscribe your mobile number. So here you can see this is already subscribed. Then it is also confirmed. Once you subscribe a new email, you will get your an email on your email address for verification. So once you do that, then only status will go to confirmed. After this, if you go again back to identities and you see here this email which I'm using currently. Here in the notifications, I can go and I can use a topic here. So earlier I was using phone topic, now I want to use email topic. This is optional, this is not mandatory. What this will do, for example, if your emails are getting bounced or your emails are getting like failure emails or successful emails, any kind of emails, if you want to capture them in a topic, then you can use this feature. This is optional, this is not mandatory. Without this also your emails will be sent out. So once you configure your SES and your SNS, after that we will test our Lambda. So you will I got this email that because I changed my subscription, so you will get something like this. Then I'll go back to Lambda, I'll go to test. I'll pass this parameter here, this bo body, and then I will test it. So you can see it takes more than 3 seconds, but I've already increased the timeout time, so this may take its own time. So now see, you got this email sent successfully, which we sent in the code. So this is what we can see now. So the email is sent. Now if you go to SES and you go to account dashboard, then this number will get increased. Now I am in a dev environment and in Virginia, that's why it is taking time. But after some time, you can see here it will increase the number, how many emails you are sending. It will increase the number, and you will get an email in your inbox as well. And you will get a notification also, because we have configured our email also along with the along with this SES. So if I go and see the identities, this is what we are using. And in the notification, if you see, we have email topic. So let me just test this one more time. It will actually come up, but yeah, because in the dev environment and in a different region, it is taking time. So it is sent again. So we have to wait. Like, I don't want to wait too much over the call, but you can see I'll get a mail something like this. So usually sometimes it is immediate, but sometimes it takes time. Even in the same region also, I have faced this. But if you go to the production, then this problem might not be there. So the idea is we have created a Lambda. We have deployed it programmatically. We can use this Lambda either to be triggered programmatically from some microservice, or we can use API URL or function URL we can create to trigger this Lambda to send emails in our inboxes. So let me just test one more time what email ID I'm choosing here. This one, and message to send. Save, test. So you see here, yeah, I got the mail. So I changed the message and I received it, and I got the notification also. So I got a notification also that okay, you have received in another email, like this notification I kept in another email box, while I kept this messages another email box. So whenever there is any email sent out of that particular Lambda, you will get a notification that okay, this email has been sent to so and so person. So this is the feature of SES and SNS, and how Lambda can be used to trigger emails and notifications. If you have any particular use case which you want to use, we can do that. We can connect this Lambda with any microservice also, and we can deploy that in EC2 and set up the role accordingly. And then this is the whole flow of sending a microservice, sending an email via Lambda and SES, and send a notification also. So everything is AWS managed. If the application is not too big and it's not handling too much of data, then SES and SNS are quite simple and easy to use. So I hope the concept of Lambda, SES and SNS is clear. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop in the comment section. I'll try to answer. It's not only about the implementation of these components, but also to understand uh, when to use them and when not. That is the most important part to understand in AWS. Thank you so much for now.